Hello mi gente, welcome back to Kiss My Crafts. My name's Maritza. I'm here to do a whip and chat for Melodies of May. In case you don't know what that is, it is a collaboration between Mindy from Mindy's Diamond Moment, Carra from The Principal Painter, and myself, where all three of us are doing melody from the Diamond Art Club. The artwork is by Micah Jelena. And in case you've never seen her before, that is Melody. Melody is a hippie fairy from the late 60s, 70s. Isn't that beautiful? She has been a pleasure to work on. She works up very quickly because the background are large blocks of color that are absolutely fun to lay down. I just finished putting this bubblegum pink. Isn't that pretty? I just finished putting that one down, and it works up so fast that I'm surprised at the amount that I have gotten done so far. So what you see here, let me see if you see it all. Let me see. Just about right here, a little past the camera view, is where I'm at, and that's across the whole painting because I work in even sections going from bottom up, and now I have her turned around upside down so I can work on her top part and then finish this baby, because this from here you can see where my hand is at. My hand doesn't go much farther than what you're not seeing. And here all across is all I have left. I have more than half of her done. I'm really surprised at the progress. I just enjoy working on her. I did a lot of customization, which I will share with you when I am done. I'm really excited about one of the customizations, and I'm not so excited about the other. But I left it because I wanted to show different ways of laying down ABs and glow glass, sparklers, and how they look near each other, next to each other, and so on and so forth. She was sort of like an experiment. She's coming out fabulous. I'm not disappointed with how she's coming out. It's just my original idea would have worked better than what I did. So anyway, I'm going to leave her that way. And what I'll do, I recorded a small clip of the guitar to share with someone. So I'll insert that right here. So yeah, it's sparkly, but remember people, I do turn on my flash when I'm recording my diamond painting, because that gives you the idea of the capability the capability of the sparkle. You gotta shine something on it to get it, because if you just have your overhead lights, you might be able to move it around and see some of the sparkle. That'll work. But my overhead light, I have very dim lighting, so you cannot see what I'm seeing in person unless I throw some light on it. You know what I mean? Like my flash. So yeah, isn't that gorgeous? Anyway, so right now I am laying down. I am swapping out 3819, I'm sorry, for the 3819 AB. Is it focusing? I can't even tell. Isn't that pretty? I love this color. This is the first time using this AB. And it's not required on all the palm trees, just this one up here, because it's not on the other ones. So I will use it in her hair. I used it in the grass. I just swapped out the whole symbol for this color because it's spread out in different areas, and I like that. So I should diamond paint, right? So that bubblegum pink Well, I'm jumping around. So yeah, we're doing this. Getting back to what we're doing. We're doing melody, all three of us. And there are some people that are also joining us in doing melody, but you don't only have to do melody. You can, anything that you're doing for May, share with us on Instagram. Use the hashtag Melodies of May. Also, oh, that was a bad drill there, and it's stuck in the tip. That's what she said. Okay, now it flew somewhere else. Where'd it go? The little deformed one. Poor little thing. I won't discriminate you. I'll let you hang out with the fellas. Yeah, I talked to drills. So at the end of May, we will be having a giveaway. It'll be 3. Each one of us is doing a giveaway, which is basically the same idea, just not necessarily the same exact thing. And that will make the announcement in our last whip and chat for this event. And so if whatever you're working on for May, we just want to see it, comment on our videos, and that'll give you an entry. The comments in our videos will give you an entry to the giveaway. So more comments, more entries, because we're numbering the comments. Each of us are going to number our comments for our videos and then use the number generator to pick a winner. So if you comment on each one of our videos, that's more chances for you, to win, more entries. So that's that. And I will link Mindy's and Carra's videos down below, because Mindy's putting hers out on Wednesdays. I'm putting out on Thursday. That's what she said. I'm sorry. I just finished watching a bunch of episodes of The Office. And Carra is on Tuesdays. So they have already put up their videos. I will link their videos down below if you want to check them out. They're great. If you haven't already, beautiful ladies. I love them both. So yeah, that's that. So yeah, this bubblegum pink, let me show it to you again. Let me turn this off so you can see the color. That pretty. Doesn't it remind you of the bazooka gum from back in the day? I mean, they still have bazooka, but it's not the same as it used to be. I remember getting bazookas and shoving 2 and 3 in my mouth. And they were big pieces of gum. And they came with a little comic strip inside of it. And the comic strip always had a fortune as well. And some kind of ad in the back of it. Something that you can order, or maybe in the bottom corner. I don't remember, but I know there was a little comic strip and an ad and a fortune, if I remember correctly. Well, we were big fans of that gum. And the ads were the ads from back then, the mail order ads. Oh my goodness. You can get a seahorse for like $1. And I think my brother got them, but I don't remember if it worked, if he actually got little seahorses in the water. I know it was something that you poured into the water and they were supposed to grow into little seahorses. You can also get a family of sea monkeys. I was too young to order anything, but I used to always fill out the little form, cut it out, address the envelope, but I never got the dollar or whatever it was that the required monies. I remember that there was this ad for that you can buy your own monkey. I wanted the monkey. And every time I saw the ad, I would cut it out, I would fill out the information, But the monkey was expensive for a kid my age back then. I mean, $5. You had $5. You felt like you had 100. So I don't remember what the monkey cost. But it was really beyond my whatever allowance I used to get. I don't even remember if we got allowance during that time. I know I had chores. My chore was to, and this is in a specific apartment that we lived in when my parents had a business. So early to mid 70s, not too early, maybe 72, 73, all the way maybe to, I remember celebrating the bicentennial in 1976 there. So it was around, early 70s to about 77, I'm sorry. Ooh, it's 1976, 1977. I'm talking around that time. So yeah, you could get a monkey. And I always wondered if you really got a monkey. What did you get if you sent them the money required? What actually did you get? Did anybody ever order the monkey? Oh my goodness. And those ads, a lot of those ads were in the comic books. And I used to get the Archies, the Hanna-Barbera comic books, Little Lulu. The Archies was my main favorite. I love the Archie comic books. But that's where you saw a lot of those ads. And a lot of the ads for like learn a career at home. One that I used to fill out was the one for Barbizon Modeling Agency. Barbizon had a lot of ads everywhere on TV, in the train stations and comic books. And again, I used to fill out. They never responded to me. I used to fill out the information and send it. I remember sending at least twice. Maybe my handwriting looked childish and they knew a child was sending this. But one thing that I used to send and twice and didn't get. Do you remember Columbia House? Columbia House used to offer, and back then it was the vinyl albums. You'd get like 8 you had to attach a penny or a nickel or a quarter to the card and then mail it. And I used to attach the coin, used to make my picks. And I realize now I used to pick a lot of musical soundtrack, movie soundtracks. And I used to fill it out and send it, and I never got them. I did become a member, fast forward some years and became an adult. Then it was CDs that they'd offer, like 12 CDs for $1 or some shit like that. And then you'd had to promise to buy 8 more in the next 3 years or something like that. That was a good deal. It really was. I always joined up and never actually came through with the agreement. They used to bill me for what I promised I was gonna buy and be like, yeah, okay. I guess it was wrong. I was young and irresponsible. But yeah, those mail order things you can get everything through mail order. And Carra's first whip and chat, she touched on toys from that time. And she mentioned baby Chrissy, the Chrissy doll. I forgot what was the other one. But some of my favorite things were like the Slinky. I love the Slinky. I went through a lot of Slinkies. And remember silly putty? And what was the point of silly putty? You take it, you flatten it up against a comic book or the Sunday comics, a newspaper, and you lifted the image. The ink would lift onto the silly putty, and it was a big deal. But I love that silly putty. Play-Doh I wasn't a big fan of. I guess because you really couldn't mix the colors. They would get ugly. But my favorite of all time, and someone mentioned it in my last Whip and Chat, the comics, and I went through 3 of these, and it wasn't Barbie. It was Baby Alive. Baby Alive drank from a bottle and she ate food. So she peed and she pooped. So it came with little Pampers, little diapers, and a couple of bibs, and these food packets that you mix with water. I never tasted them. I don't remember any warnings on the box saying that you can't eat them, but I wasn't curious. I wasn't one of those curious kids that needed to eat everything. Oh, I hope I have enough for the hair. I don't have that many left, but that's okay. If I just got to do here, I do here. This is a beautiful color. I have to use it as much as I can. Yeah, Baby Alive. I went through 3 Baby Alives. And one time, she was constipated. She wouldn't poop. And I was worried about my baby. So my brother, he blew into her mouth hole, and the stuff that was supposed to be the food came right out the butthole and hit the wall and made a big old ugly stain on the wall. My mother was really mad. I couldn't understand then why she was so mad. It's just a stain. But, imagine what they paid for paint jobs and stuff like that, and us kids just messed things up. But yeah, we relieved her of her constipation. But she was my favorite. And my favorite fashion doll wasn't Barbie, even though I loved Barbies. But for some reason, anytime I got a Barbie, one of my brothers would rip her head off and bury her in the yard. I'm surprised he's not a serial killer today. They should have looked at that. I mean, he's pretty normal. He has a normal job, but yeah, that's kind of disturbing that your brother, he was mean. I think it was just part of being a mean older brother. He would take my Barbie dolls and pull her head off and then bury her. So there was this other fashion doll that I loved. And as a matter of fact, as an adult, where I used to live, they instead of garage sales, they had stoop sales. People would put their stuff out in front of their house on their steps, porch steps or whatever, and sell them. I ran into this doll. Her name was Tiffany Taylor, and Tiffany Taylor was a blonde and a brunette. So her head twisted. One way you twist it and she'd be blonde, and then you twist it again and she'd be a brunette. And she was tall. She was a big doll. She wasn't your average Barbie sized doll. She was a big doll. So one Christmas I got Tiffany Taylor and I got the Barbie townhouse. Now remember, my brother used to tear the heads off of my Barbies and bury them. So I didn't have any Barbies, and the rule for Christmas was we got one toy each. I guess my parents were struggling and they couldn't afford to spoil us with thousands of gifts under the tree. So we got one toy each. But my birthday was a few days before, so I usually got 2 sometimes. So they got me the Barbie townhouse and they got me Tiffany Taylor, because that's the doll that I wanted. I wanted Tiffany Taylor. Tiffany Taylor was a giant compared to Barbie and weighed like twice as much as Barbie. So every time I tried to put Tiffany Taylor in Barbie's townhouse elevator, because they had an elevator, the elevator would go literally express down to the first floor. It just bam. So she was too heavy to play in the Barbie townhouse. So the Barbie townhouse kind of got taken apart and put under the bed, because I was gonna play with Tiffany Taylor. And they weren't going to buy me a Barbie because I already got my 2 toys. But that was, yeah, one of my favorites. Sit and spin. Do y'all remember sit and spin? You sit on it, cross-legged, and you spin the wheel, and it made you spin. That was the sit and spin. I don't remember. I think my brothers had a sit and spin. I don't remember if I had a sit and spin. My mom was like super careful with me. She didn't want me to do anything that was going to hurt me. So therefore, I wasn't the most athletic person in the world. I hated gym when I was in school. You had to change in the locker rooms in front of other people. I hated that shit. I don't understand. I guess because you didn't have space for everybody to have privacy, but it's still for a junior high, that was in junior high school. For a junior high school student, that's a little bit traumatizing. I gotta change in front of them. I don't even know them, that kind of shit. And you get used to it after a while, but every year it was the same thing. New people, you had new people that you were sharing the locker rooms with. You had to change into your gym uniform. So what I do was it'd be underneath my clothes, and all I had to do was take the top layer off, and under there I'd have my gym clothes. And no matter how sweaty I got, I ain't take them off. I throw my regular clothes right back on over my sweaty gym shorts and t-shirt. So it is Mother's Day today. I'm recording this on Sunday, May 10th, but you're not going to see it till Thursday after the fact, which on the 14th. So happy Mother's Day to everyone. I know I said it in another video before, but just in case you didn't see that one and you're a mama, happy Mother's Day. And to those that have their moms in heaven, happy Mother's Day to them too. I miss my mom with all my heart, and I miss buying that gift, buying that card. Nothing like your mom, And mom should be celebrated every day. I got my Happy Mother's Day message from my son at 1:00 in the morning, which was pretty special. That made my day. That really kept me from being... you have to understand the relationship between my son and I and the things that have happened the past couple of years to understand why a simple text meant so much. Yeah, it made my day. It stopped me from... Usually I'm like bummed out today. But that stopped me from being bummed out. It kind of lifted my heart and lifted my spirits. And, it meant a lot. So yeah, I hope everybody had a great day, even though with the social distancing, if you couldn't get to see your mom, at least video chatted with her, talked with her on the phone, or you with your own kids, if you're living apart, I hope you got to communicate in one way or another. I got flowers. My nieces and my sister-in-law came yesterday and brought some flowers and left them on the porch, told me to come outside. And then today I got an email from PayPal. I got a money gift from them as well, my brother and his family, which was pretty cool. See what's gonna come in the next couple of weeks is everybody's gonna get all the... I'm buying the diamond painting, right? So all the diamond painting companies are promising new stuff by mid-May. Tina Burney's website might be open mid-May, so I got some shopping I can do. I got money for some shopping that I don't have to feel guilty about. Oh yeah, because I do feel guilty, with all this that's going on, and I don't know what's going to happen in the next few months after the threat of the virus is gone, but the aftermath financially, economically, what's going to happen with that. So that's a little nerve-wracking. And I think I finished. I'm not going to turn this into a depressing talk. Yeah, I'm finished with this. Oh, let me show you. I am using sticky wax. Robin had sent me this It was a real surprise. I was supposed to order it. And wait, let me turn this off. Okay, so there we go. Just some miscommunication. I didn't get to order it and they were sold out. But then I got it in the mail and she sent it to me as a gift. So this is sticky wax and it's made specifically for your single tip. As you can see, I'm destroying this tip too. And so far, this is the first diamond painting I've used it with. I've had it for a while. I forgot about it. So I saw it the other day as I was cleaning up my little work area. And I said, oh shit, I need to try this. And I like it. It lasts for long periods of time. You do have to work it into the tip. You do have to... Why does my mind go the wrong way? Stop it. Okay, so you do have to work it into the tip. But once you get it in there and the excess is off, it works for a long period of time. Yesterday when I used it, and Friday was the first time I used it. It worked for my whole session. And yesterday I refilled it up again, and I didn't have to re-scrape or dip because I scrape it up in there, and then push it in with my finger. Let me show you. So you just scrape a little bit. Okay, and did you see that? No. So okay, let's see. Am I focusing? Oh, let me turn this off. Technical difficulties, mi gente. Technical difficulties, and now I'm having voice issues. Okay. So you scrape it. You scrape a little bit. I scraped too much. Didn't need that much. Even though this is gonna last forever. So you scrape it. Okay. There we go. You scrape a little bit into the tip, and then you just work it in. You just work it in, get the excess off. The first couple of drills, you might get some excess on them, but after a while, that excess is gone. Whoa, okay. You'll be able to work for a while, for a long period of time. These sell out really quick, but the tin is so cute. And you know what else it's good for? Oh, let me turn this off. I put my cover minders on there. The ones that I use, like right now I have over here, I have the one I got from Tina Burney. This is the one that came with, it came inside this tin that Robin included, Little Mermaid. And then this one, you see, it's a coffee cup. And this came from Jill Crane from Crane's Creations. So I use it to keep my cover minders together, and I have more, but these are the ones that I've been using a lot lately because I really don't use as many cover minders as I need, especially with Diamond Art Club, because the cover lays pretty flat. But this, for some reason, this one from Melody, it doesn't, it kind of comes up a little bit, so I like it to lay flat. So I am using the cover minder here. Okay, so what was I talking about? Yeah, I was talking about stuff from back in the day, but I lost my train of thought. And I finished this color. That's what I was talking about. Okay, so let's change colors. I'll do that pretty below. So Melody is coming along. When this comes back in stock, if you did not get her and you like these funky, fabulous colors, I really highly recommend her because you don't get bored with any of the colors that are in here. Not even the black, because the black is the outline and the outline is very important. I've used almost all of these in her. There's quite a bit. Okay, that's kind of close. I don't want to move the camera, so I used most. I didn't use all of them. I used most of them. And this AB right here came from Diamond Art Club. Let me show you. And it looks so much like, it looks so much like the sparklers. You see them? Did you ever get these in your kit? This is number 121. Oh, there's a purple straggler in there. I got these in my Camellia Lady kit, and they're beautiful. I've never gotten them again in any other kit. But they're very, very much almost exactly like the sparklers. They reflect a little bit differently though, the colors. Okay, let's get back to diamond painting, okay? It's another one that I have from Diamond Art Club, which is very similar to one that's in this kit now. Which one? Let me show you. It's number 124. Wait. See, they're pretty similar. They're almost exactly the same. I think they are the same. So, oh, you know what? They are the same. This is 124, and this is clearly labeled 124. Estoy retardada, coño. Oh my goodness. Okay, I thought because I'm trying to match up the colors that Diamond Art Club uses for their ABs to DMC numbers, and I have found some. I'm gonna make a list. I'm only found like about 3, and I can't think of them offhand, but I'm gonna make a little list as I find them because I need to keep track of that. So anyway, mi gente, I think this is going to be it for now. I don't even know how long I've been talking. A little over half an hour, and please comment down below. Did you ever buy anything from those comic book ads that you saw back in the day? And if so, do you remember if whatever they sent was worth what was actually what they advertised? So leave that in the comments below. And just leave me a comment so you can be entered into the giveaway. And I will talk to you in my next video. You all stay healthy, be safe. We're going to get through this, okay? And as each day passes, is a day closer that this is going to be over. Okay, so if you're feeling stressed out, take some time out for yourself, meditate, read a book, do a craft, anything that's going to get your mind thinking about everything but the issues that are happening right now. Do that for yourself, for your mental health, for your well-being, for your family's sake. Okay, so until next time, mi gente, you all take care. Besos. Mwah.